Greetings, beautiful family, beautiful fellow earth angels. How are you today? Let's have some water together, living structured water. Hydrating this transmission, hydrating our beautiful bodies. It's now over 2 years, over 2.5 already, where I was in this creek, not at this point, but I was in this creek, in these waters, and I received the message to drink the return to origin water, to buy a Kangen machine. I had to buy the machine and drink the water and tell people about it. That was the message. That was a clear message, and it's so clear. It has never changed. Of course it doesn't change. It was a clear guidance from my higher self, from source, from God, from, directly, from Great Spirit, whatever we call it. That was my direction, and I've been doing that. That's when I began these videos. I remember when I sat by this creek a bit down the road in our sacred valley, way in there, when I did my first live video. And since then, I've come on almost every day, at least once, sometimes more than once, and sharing about this water. And I'm not like sharing about it, I'm sharing it with you. Yeah, I'm always bringing it on. All these transmissions are fueled by this water. And that I drink always out of this beautiful purple sacred water vessel. And I've become who I am even more, every day more, which is an earth angel, like you probably, if you're listening to this. I get up in the morning and this is my work. I have to go out into the field. I have to be with earth, sharing this water, carrying it. I'm a water carrier, a water sharer. I carry it with me everywhere. And then the frequencies came in, the frequency devices that are also helping us. I was led to them with this water. But anyway, as I'm sitting here this morning in this glorious light, let me show you how it is here this morning. The moon is, right there. And I am here by the water with these beautiful birds, the turtles, the swans, and the trees. And this is how my body feels inside now. My blood, my cells, everything is lit up, because I am light, we are love. And water, we've come out of water. I have been sharing that like until the cows come home, and I'm not stopping sharing that. I'm a mother. I have brought 2 souls down here through my body. Where did they grow? They grew in the waters of my womb. In the waters we grew. And most of our body is water. And this water flows into the ocean, into the big pond. And it's very, very interesting. I live in a community also, and I've been almost 24/7 outside this last week. And we had a beautiful community member left his body. He was in his 90s, and He did so much for our community, and what everybody appreciates mostly about him is how he made everybody feel welcome and loved for exactly who they are. We didn't have to perform. He just made everybody feel welcome, and yeah, he gave so much, and his presence and his, yeah. So when someone leaves in my community, I am especially here in nature, and I am with them. I am with them as they leave their body and let go of their waters and join the big water. Join the big oneness. And this water flows out of our community into the ocean. Yeah, returning to the one light. Yeah, water. You know, when we are born, our waters break and then the baby comes. When we die, the water leaves our body. That's also why we need to hydrate to rebirth. We need to be hydrated to shift. We need to be hydrated so the emotions can flow. We need to be electrically charged. Our voltage needs to be high enough so that we can shift. Yeah? Because that's when our light and our voltage goes off. That's when we die. Our body dies. Our soul never dies, but our body dies. So, and then we return back to love. And I'm also feeling that so deeply this morning, this falling out of love. You know, there's so much happening on this planet from having fallen out of love, having fallen out of who we truly are. Because we are love, we are light. Yeah. We are the eternal, our eternal self. And I'm feeling very touched in my heart this morning. I just read a story of my son where he put a song on, where it was about free to be me. That's how I raised my children, free to be who they are. And I had a beautiful sharing with my daughter last night, and sometimes we are guided to sleep together next to each other, and it's like a sleepover where we share. And she's 17, and conscious parenting, what does conscious parenting lead to? It leads to conscious children. And what does that mean? It means they remember who they are. They know why they are here. That's the next generation. We didn't just do, in inverted commas, conscious parenting. No, we really broke the chains, we broke the constructs, so that these children, our children, remain conscious. Because most of us in this generation, I was born in 73, we had to wake up out of the amnesia we were in. And this water, the return to origin water, has been helping me remembering who I am and returning to that. That's what it means. Kangen means return to origin. The same with the frequencies of PEMF, pulsed electromagnetic field energy, which is the earth energy, and the light of life, which is spirit and matter. It's helping us remember who we are and returning to that. Living as that soul expressed, fully aware who we are, allowing our body to shift to be the expression of our soul, which is the light, which is the love. Then we are rising in love, and we don't keep falling in and out of love. That's what we are coming into the stability of. We are staying in love and rising in love. all these relationships we practiced with, falling in love, falling out of love, projecting onto the other, and all this drama. The drama stops when we arrive and land in love, which is who we truly are, which is the highest frequency, which is the frequency of earth, which is the heaven that is here. Earth is the heaven. So many years we talked about heaven on earth as if it's somewhere to go to. It is always in ourselves. It is here. It is here. I'm sitting here in it. Above me is just the sky. Below me is the earth. But I'm here in this heaven because my consciousness has shifted into it. And that has taken a long time. But in the speck of the whole, what is 50 years? It's nothing in the view of the eternity. Because we are eternal. We were never born and never die. Our body was, but our soul was never born and will never die. So today in our community we are celebrating this beautiful life of John. John Trama is his name, and he left his body. And as a community we always gather on our bridge when someone has left their body. We gather on there, we honor them, we celebrate them, we share stories about them, and then we throw flowers and so on into this creek, and that flows into the ocean. What does that symbolize? Are we just doing that because it's a habit? No, we are doing it because this is where the souls actually, they return to the one big ocean. And that's why my role on here on earth and in this community and everywhere is I am going with them, because I've gone so deeply in, also initiated by my brother's death when I was only 11 and he was 8, that initiated me to that. So our biggest pain and trauma, that's also most of the time our initiation and our biggest gift. That led me to, at the age of 11, being thrown into the depths of grief, out of my age group, out of life, into the abyss of darkness, of aloneness, but that was my initiation. Most of my life has been grief, because I needed to still process it. But not my eternal soul life, but this initiated me. So when somebody leaves their body, and I don't need to know that consciously, I knew it and I know it more and more and more, I just follow where my soul guides me to. You have to sit out here. I was like, wow, I have to sit out here on this hill almost all day long. It looks like I'm doing nothing, but this is my role. And I'm sharing with you. I need to share, because that was the message from Source. Drink this water and share about it with others. And of course I don't just share this is the water and the technology and the science. I share what I'm meant to share here, because our voice needs to be heard. And the feminine, I spoke to that yesterday, the feminine rising, us trusting our intuition, not trusting a higher authority that has been, where the men have been believed in, instead of us women who are right here in the field. But it's not anybody's fault. This is a shift of the era, and of us taking our power back, knowing who we are and speaking to that. So, and every day I've been speaking on here, just turning the camera on. It's not planned, it's not staged. I've had to move through, feeling fear of that. But because I had this clear guidance, drink this water and share with others about it, as soon as I turn the camera on, there is no fear. Because in love there is no fear. And when we follow our true soul's mission, there is no fear. And all the fear of anyone judging us, these are all illusions and constructs. that were constructed into us in school, where we had to perform and compete and all this nonsense. When we return back to the soul that we are, and allowing our body to shift and these constructs to leave us, yes, and we need the help, in my view and in my experience, of certain machines right now. I don't know how long we need them, but I'm still enjoying drinking the water. I'm utilizing the frequency machines to help me shift, and I'm sharing about that with you and others who cross my path, who come to me, who I'm meant to meet. And we are meeting through this. That was also my original message when I was negotiating with Spirit, like, oh, do I really need the machine, the water machine, or can I just write I love you on my water and then I reprogram it? This ego of, no, sometimes we need the machines, and there have been these earth angels that have been creating these machines and helping us also to find each other through these machines. And to allow a stream to open where money flows in, money aligned to our mission, to our soul, to love, money aligned to water. I've been speaking about that for 2 years especially. Every video you can check on my YouTube channel, I talk a lot about aligning money with water, aligning money with our soul, aligning money with love. And when we are in that, risen in love and embodied of love, money aligns to that, then we are not hustling after it or fearing we don't have enough. We just open ourselves. We are open to receive and to share, and money is then flowing. It's coming in, it's going out, sharing it, not holding on to it. But so much, so much on earth, like water is damned, water is so distorted as well on this planet. It sits in plastic bottles, and then also all this spring water that is sold on markets in big plastic bottles. It's the same scheme. You have it sitting in your house, you drink from it, but by the time you drink it, it's not alive anymore. It's the same principle. When we drink living water, we are bringing ourselves back into the flow. And not everybody lives by a stream where they can fill up freshly out of the waterfall. And the machines are helping us connect all these machines. Being very aware, us not becoming machines, but we are using this technology. Just like we are using computers and this beautiful phone and these platforms to speak and to connect. They're not evil. Nothing is evil. Everything is here for us. To connect, to bring our message across. To rise in love and to be a stable like a lighthouse. We are the light pillars of love. The walking light pillars. Remembering the earth angels we are. So let's drink to that and to love. And to all of you who are doing this beautiful work of waking up, of remembering and of sharing this with others. Because through the sharing we are finding each other. And we are waking up, we are turning the light back on. This is what lights me up, especially about the frequency machines. Because everybody is bringing them to their parents and to the older, to our elders. The elders often don't get the Kangen water concept. They don't get this living water because they're so dry and dehydrated. They often, and the belief systems are so strong. They often don't even drink anymore. They have forgotten to drink. So my mother has been drinking this water now also for almost 2 years. And yesterday she said to me, I had a sore throat coming on. I had something coming on. And then I gargled with the 2.5, which is the sanitizing water, the hydrochloric water. And then she drank the very alkaline water, the 11.5. This machine makes this all. And then she felt her body in that instant, I'm feeling well again. She's also using the frequency machines. we are reprogramming that we are not getting sick. This is an old concept. We are not catching colds. It's our body didn't have the right water and didn't have the right frequencies. So my mother is a living example as well. And it took a while when she began drinking the Kangen water. First of all, it took her a year to believe me. A year to believe me and then to order it herself. This is a mistrust where our own family doesn't believe what we as mothers are getting. That's sad. That's so sad. But that's what we are dealing with. I bought 2 Kangen machines and I put one into my community for a whole year where people could fill up and drink. It is so hard to get people to even want to drink that water because they are so dehydrated. I'm not saying this with judgment. Yeah, and you can give a horse water, you can lead them to it, but they must drink it themselves. What we are noticing with these frequency machines is because people need to feel it quickly sometimes. They put their feet on and they feel it and then they say yes to it and they shift. They immediately shift and the pain gets less and then they are open also to water. So maybe it has to lead that way. But that's what I love about these devices and everybody who's been rejuvenating and remembering. Yeah. So that's what lights me up and that's what I love these machines about. And I am a nature person. I'm always out here, as you can see. I'm not becoming a machine. I'm not creating dependency of these machines. They are our allies and they are our tools right now to help us restore and revitalize our bodies. Yeah, and to return, to express the infinity that our soul is. We have the potential to live for many, many, many years in these bodies. But we need the right fuel. We need to stop eating. Yeah, our body hasn't been functioning well, has been totally distorted. Lacked of the frequencies because people are in rubber shoes and they're not in nature anymore. The Earth's frequencies are disturbed by all the Wi-Fi and all the technology. We have to adjust. So we are adjusting also with technology to this new frequency. And then returning to the light that we are. Yeah. So, yeah. I drink this water and then I feel it help me shift the neuroplasticity, help shift all these constructs in me. It's a very full-on process and I used to be very exhausted from that. And this water has been helping me and the frequency machines. They help my energy levels to stay stable. And when I hear all these ascension scribers talking about the ascension symptoms of fatigue and this and that, this is our allies, our tools helping us do this work. As forerunners, as way showers, we need to have money in our hands. We need to have our bodies working well. Yeah. So, have a very beautiful day. Shining your light. And thank you for all who are watching this, who are sharing this. I'm just looking who is on here. I see one person on here. I can't see the name. Jindy, hello, beautiful. Thank you for bringing this through with me. I know that you are an earth angel too. And yeah, it's beautiful how we are doing this all together. We are all in different parts of the world. And many of us are also here where I live. Many, many, many. And maybe where you are too, because we are finding each other. And suddenly we are realizing, wow, we've been here all along. We've been guided here together. We're coming more together in the physical. Yeah. All this alone time that we had to do. And that is also so important and so beautiful. Yeah. Let me show you before I turn this off again, this beautiful life on this beautiful planet. I focus always on gratitude and others when I have a very hard time, a hard day, a hard night. We all have that, you know, especially while we are shifting. And I know that our continuous bliss state is very possible. And when I look back many, many years ago, like the percentage of how much I am in this state of continuous love and joy, no matter what is going on, that has so increased, so increased. That's what it's about. Yeah, being the love that we are, being just who we are, unapologetically ourselves, conscious, aware, awake, alive, stable, not anymore falling over, but we are learning to walk our soul. Yeah. So much love and gratitude. See you when I come on next, and always in the quantum field. And if you love to join the Kangen shamans, the frequency shamans, the return to origin shamans, then reach out. And we are joining physically. And that's a whole nother next level.